And Batcow says, hey yo,
Fuck.
You're muted.
Fuck. Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad we just started. I'm glad we just started. Hey, Mule there. How you doing? Mule there, Bats. Hopefully you two are doing alright. Talks, thank you for that 5-stream streak. Fuck. Anyways, like I was saying, like I was speaking while muted. It happens. It really does, and I hate it. So anyways, in the stream title, like I said before, we're gonna have to do some upkeep on Limbus before we get into Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Just me today. Bats is doing day shift until 6. Ah, that's fair. So he's gonna be there a while. It's because he was going streaking. That is not at all what was going on. You need to chill out. But anyways, there's a little bit of maintenance we have to do with Limbus. We have Walpurgis. It dropped late last night, early this morning. And I was at work. I don't stream on Wednesdays. And not usually. I don't stream at all on Wednesdays. Yes, and yesterday I was commentating on NWOW. So this is my chance to catch up a little bit. It's got like 2 hours till he gets home, so not too bad. I'm also doing well. Just doing chores until I saw you on. It's good to know I can be someone's distraction from their moral obligations. Moral obligations? Housekeeping chores. There we go. I don't know why I said moral obligations first. Friends are on, fuck them chores. Pretty much. Alright, let me go over here. Input game. Limbus. Should work. I forgot I have this muted. I was playing this in the background of like listening to something. And usually when I do that, I mute the game because I already hear all the sound effects and characters screaming in the background makes it very difficult to pay attention. Some people will say, then why do you play the game in the background? So anyways, yeah, I have to boot up the game and actually turn on audio. So it's gonna be silent for a bit. Reasons, just reasons. Okay. Not sure about that scream, I'll be honest. Don't think it was needed. Stuff running in the background. Let me just close a bunch of stuff in the background. There we go. Really decided to scream out of nowhere. But yeah, this is mainly just gonna be polls, because there are 2 new units in the game. A Bina announcer, and then an ego that I'm trying to get. That's 4 items I want to get, and I'm hoping I don't get caught in the announcer spiral. In case you weren't here for any of the previous polls, there was at one point where I just kept pulling announcers, and God, did it hurt. Also, I am a little bit tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. I need to do a better job of fixing my sleep schedule. Hey! First of all, let me go over here. There we go. Leaps for the weak, you don't need it. So they're having the... So having the 9th and then 4th and 5th Bogak for the previous Walpurgis, I think. Oh no, okay, so it's just for... No, it's the 3rd and 4th. Okay. So they're running... Oh yeah, right, because the ego was for... This guy. So it makes sense people want to get him. Yeah, I guess if any of it, if I missed any, but I didn't. It's just 3 characters I want. At this point, I'm okay if I don't get the announcer. I just want the Dawn Office and the ego, and I could walk away happy. That's literally all I want, but we're gonna see if this game will let me. So, first pull. It is not green. Oh, well, no, never mind. Okay, it's an announcer. Usually not a good thing when we start these. It's usually just not a good thing when we start these. That's an SR. We have a few de-extraction tickets. I made sure I loaded up before going into this Walpurgis. Still nothing.
Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no.
Yeah, right now, 40 pulls deep. This makes 50 and we've gotten nothing but the announcer. That's not a good sign. Okay. We got one thing. I think this is a SR. We got something here. I just don't know what it is. Can it be one of the Dawn Office? Never mind. It's the ego. Okay, we got the ego. We got the hardest to get out of the 3. We got Mr. Minigun in the coffin over here. Okay. We got one. Now it's just the 2 characters. Now we just need Faust and Gregor. What is better than none? Sure, one is better than none. Now I'm just hoping I could get the rest of them. Because I have a shit ton saved up, and... Yeah, I'm fully expecting... okay. An announcer and not the 3-star I was looking for. Then... Okay. Alright. Next. Green? No. Okay, we're at 80 right now. 90 pulls. Green? Okay. I think we got 2? Probably just 1. We got 2, and neither of them are the new units. Okay. 100 pulls. Green from the offset. We got 1. And it's another announcer. Okay. Did they increase the rates on announcers this year? Did they? No, announcers are still harder to get than identities, and somehow I keep rolling announcers. Okay. Do we have plans in place in case we run out of pulls? Cry. cry. Tears. Or $30 is gonna disappear from my bank account. I should have said that out loud. This game might fuck me over to get that 30. I vote scream like you mean it instead of cry. Alright, I think this is 120? Okay. 2 green. Dawn Office Gregor or Dawn Office Faust. Something Dawn Office. Dawn Office Faust! Okay! Okay! We got one of the two! We got Dawn Office Faust. So if this... so if this does come up to the pity, at least it could be to finish it off. Okay. Okay, I wish the second one was Gregor, but you know what? We got one of the new ones. Now it's just one left. It's like searching for one specific Pokemon for your team. You just keep running into shinies of literally every other Pokemon on the route. Yes, this is literally how that feels. All right, how many are we at? 120. We're at 120. I don't know if this is gonna help us reach pity. We'll probably be, I think we'll be short pity. I'm not sure if it's 10. I think it might be 20 pulls short of pity. That's SR, so we don't really need to worry about that. Yep, that's Lantern Dawn. Alright, come on. Green. Green. Dawn Office Gregor. Dawn Office Gregor. I just need Dawn Office Gregor. I just need that Dawn Office Gregor. It's only one game. Only one. 2 whiffs. We are on 150 with 2, maybe 3 pulls if I do a quick mirror dungeon. Come on. Come on. This might be the last one. Come on, game. Buzzer beater, buzzer beater, buzzer beater, buzzer beater. Show me some green. Show me some Walpurgis. Show me some green. Please show me some green. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Hey, do you guys notice, like, behind those screen doors? I think there might be someone staring in, you know, just looking over there. It looks like, is that someone over there? In that little blue spot? Is that somebody over there? I always felt like somebody was watching me from that angle, you know. I never. This totally isn't a stalling tactic while I look at my Bank of America account. You read my fucking thumbprint, goddammit, come on. You know, I just feel like like there's usually someone behind. I just feel like if you stare hard enough, you know, like it kind of looks like a shadow of a person over there, and you know, like I really, you know, it really looks like something is back there. You know, it really does. Like it's a certain, you know, you can really look back there and see it. It's like I'm not the only one who sees it, right? Just that like little speck right there, that little thing. It really does feel like there's someone back there, right? Like I'm not tripping. Like you guys don't see it?
Real Toxic 431 says it's Itachi. He said you're the one spot he missed that night.
Oh, whoa, hey, hold on. I am not an Uchiha, sir. I am a cosplayer. There is a difference. I wish for that to be remembered. You know, I don't think I don't I don't know that. Oh, hey, look, I have like 4 more tickets. Wow, look at that. I have 4 more Extraction Eco tickets. Wow. He said it's too late. I am not, and it's a. So, anyways, we have 4 more points. Desperate times, big desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay. Could I have gotten it if I just like stalled and probably went for like 1 more? Maybe. Maybe. This is the last one before I could just pity it and save the ticket. Will this be it? Is Gregor gonna be the buzzer beater? Is it gonna go green? No. Well.
쌍화차인가? 오늘따라 차의 맛 고향이 지레서 좋고.
Hey guys, we pulled Gregor. Look at that! Wow, let's go!
가운데 잘.
Fuck. All right. Well, I think this was probably. Honestly, I'm not gonna say it's the most painful Walpurgis experience because I've had worse. Oh, okay. It's just another encephalin event. So it's just spending a certain amount of this game's stamina. So it's just spending a certain. I didn't even need to spend money. I could have just like. I didn't need to spend anything. I could have just spent some encephalin, and that would have been alright. So anyways, in one-on-one duels, my meat has the advantage. Could have spent that 30 on a Burger King order instead. Oh, hush. Point is, yeah, I got them both. I'll be happy about that. Is the game freezing? It better fucking not. Not after that. I spent 20. Honestly, that pack was like 21 bucks, and I get paid tomorrow, so it's all right. It's only like what, 21 bucks. Honestly, it was a lot cheaper than anything.
이제 가만히 있어도 괜찮은 건가?
와일드 헌트야, 더 앞으로! 막아서는 것들도 이 행렬에 녹여낸다. 이 뜬물을 분노의 끝에 닿을 때까지.
But yeah, no, I really could have like just went through extract. Wait, how many extraction tickets? Because I was at 170. So that could have gotten me to a 10 pull. Then that's 3, 4. Oh, that would. Oh, I could have gotten that extra 10 pull from there. Oh, well, Project Moon has my money. Puts Arby's in front of Phantom. Fuck you. Why would you leave this on my desk? How dare you? The hell? Why would you put this in front of me? What's your problem?
Real Toxic 431 says puts a dozen Popeyes biscuits with no bev in front of Phantom.
If you want me to die, you can just say it like a man. Like, what the fuck is this? You could have just said it with your chest like a man. You could just said it like a man if you're wishing death on me.
말을 길게 끌 것 없겠군요. 그레고르 싱클레어. 바로 시작하죠.
Alright, let's see what the uptight story is. Sorry, a burp was caught in my throat. It has been determined that this case merits preservation as a reward. Yes, preservation. The following is the case recorded pertaining to today's request. Case name, 1000 Needles, serial code DN00113, grade Urban Legend. The case is now developed to a point where assigning codes beginning with A to the victims no longer serves any practical purpose. I'm merely providing food, you ordered it. There's no way I'm ordering that many biscuits with no, like, water or drink with them. Like, what are you trying to say about me, sir? I have a will to live. Catastrophic propaganda via a series of random chain reactions would be an appropriate description for the nature of this case, such as it would be both inefficient and impossible to assign individual serial codes to every victim scattered throughout this street. No. She started with serial code... Yeah, no. She started with serial code DN00113. She's already made it to what I'm assuming is DN 5-digit number. That's what I'm assuming this is, unless it's just like different and I'm being an idiot. Like, assigning codes beginning with A to the victims no longer serves any practical purpose. So I'm assuming this is just this is like an Excel spreadsheet dragged all the way to the point where it's using 2 letters instead of 1. That's what I'm imagining. I don't know. Catastrophic propagation via a series of random chain reactions would be an appropriate description for the nature of this case, such as it would be both... Oh, wait. Circumstances surrounding case align with both information gathered from rumors and the case report compiled by Representative Gregor of the Dawn office. Now briefly recording the state of the case scene. Sections of the building have been liquefied, and beneath the damaged structure, traces in the form of human remains can be observed. Many of the victims' remains are no more than distal extremities of the human body. Okay. By contrast, there's rare to find torsos and internal organs that maintain even a moderate resemblance of their original forms. Given this fact, it is reasonable to infer that the prevailing cause of death in this case is something of an explosive nature. Remaining bits and pieces of human flesh also indicate that the said explosion was accompanied by countless shrapnel tearing the bodies inside out. Faust determines that all of these observations indeed point to a single property: omnidirectional fragmentation of this pitch black matter from within the body. Presentation identical to that of prior cases. The matter is abnormally dense compared to its mass. Its material strength is also unnaturally high. Merely touching the surface of the wall permits the matter to drill through it with negligible resistance. Immediately after making contact, the matter begins to melt an area several times larger than the point of contact. It is difficult to believe that such a material could have been produced by the human body. It is certain that this matter is identical to the one currently under Faust's investigation as an object of interest, designated as needles. Sorry, I had to yawn. Yes, that is correct. Symbols of an irregular, atypical pattern, which Faust has repeatedly received on-site verification requests for, are present on the material. Now, cross-referencing this observation against Faust's information. No, matching information found. In that case, the minority hypothesis, which alleges that the symbol points to a malicious advertisement attempt by a certain upstart workshop, may be dismissed as false. I have to no-sell the Money in Bank. The Money in Bank. Men in Black memory wipe. I'm too busy reading. Now moving on the next proposed hypothesis, yesterday's promise in demonic magic. Has the presently recorded case scene yielded any verifiable fact that the substances that said hypothesis, that was on purpose. She fucking upped the level of vocabulary on purpose. Understood. Faust recalls having stored a piece of information regarding the body of a corporate employee found in the back streets, a victim of the so-called gut harvesting. The corpse also bore a much similar symbol. All big words. All big words. Gut harvesting refers to a criminal act in the backstreet syndicates by which corpses are stripped of anything considered to have monetary value. Faust, who limits themselves to observing net source information, may have been unsuitable participants in discussion of this particular subject. Magic? Seeks over and quickly steals the evil side of Knight's. Why would you do that? For what reason? I made it clear I'm a terrible host for this. Like, that seal is gonna be undone very fucking quick. Why do you feel the need? Do you just want to see how long, like, the world, because chaos, all right. It strains the realm of believability, but in such an incomprehensible phenomenon does indeed exist. Perhaps this would be one of the ways in which it has manifested. Balloons popping would be the closest approximation. The radius of the damage is far too great for such a seemingly weightless impact force. Is the entity designated as yesterday's promise truly employ a power that may be termed as magic? Words already in chaos, so why not add more to it? God. Perhaps access to some more pieces of information would help Faust thread together the truth of the matter. Yes, of course, Faust is aware that access to any information beyond this point is prohibited. However, it is an established fact that the entity ability concerns contracts, in which case working as a fixer should bring Faust closer to an answer. Understood. Then the discussion regarding this record will conclude here. Faust will need to head to the office and submit a report. Sinclair said he had something he wished to say to Faust once this was over. However, it appears Faust will not be able to hear it. And it seems probable. It seems probable that this will be Faust's final record. Oh, this is in the library. Oh. Current location, the library, as per the popular denomination. Correct. This is the same place that has recently been reclassified as an urban plague, soon to be started city. Faust confirms that writing one's name in the invitation alone is sufficient to transport the invitee, sorry, to this place. The record is best shared with the other Faust in advance. Ah. Access right received. Faust cannot help but notice that the access is granted to Faust when it is already too late. Would that mean... No. Please disregard that. Concentrating on the battle at hand would be more rational choice. Yes, the opponents seem determined to make Faust their initial target. It is likely that Faust will be able to fend off the entirety of their focused offense. They are healing themselves merely by grabbing pebbles in their hand. Fuck, Star Child, the Universe Kid, Star Child. I can't remember its actual name. The fucking abnormality. The kid in the star, some shit. Hold on. Child of the Galaxy. That's Child of the Galaxy. That's Child of the Galaxy. It's a thing from the previous game. Star-Lord, Starfire. No, it's a thing in the previous game. We're just missing the Jeopardy music. Yeah. I can hear the entity without I can't hear the entity without thinking of Dead by Daylight. Honestly, shit, fair. I don't know much about the game's lore. Stardust Dragon? Alright. If Faust hears the incomprehensible ringing of a cry, song, or perhaps just an echo, the mind feels as if it were shaking and staggering by just hearing the sound. I can't remember what this one is. Which one was this one? Ringing cry, song, perhaps just an echo. Is that Fragment of the Universe? Because it can't be anything past Porpicus. Or Porcubus? Or Porcubus? I don't know how you pronounce that. It's like Porccubus. I don't know how I Porcus. Even though it's a flower. I think that would have to be Fragment of the Universe. Because, yeah. I know Jason isn't Dead by Daylight now, and apparently he's extremely good. Is it an attack launched by utilizing the properties of the abnormalities? If so, what could this place possibly be? Snap. Maybe stop thinking. Though I find this development disappointing, I should think of this as a fortunate outcome that has availed me the opportunity to leave an account at the very least. Because even should this Faust fail here, the grand objective of Faust must be preserved at all costs. Faust has only one wish: to know all of the city. Okay. So Faust is still going by the rules, or not the rules, I guess the myth of the Faustian bargain. Myth? Not really myth, story of the Faustian bargain. So the knowledge, so the wish is still to know everything. Infinite wisdom, to know everything. But I can't imagine her story would just be that. I thought about getting it because of Jason. I really heard the player base extremely toxic. It is as toxic as any multiplayer game online, to be honest. Ending record. So that's Faust's story. So now I'm wondering, Gregor's, because there was one mention of Sinclair in this one. I imagine the next one's gonna be more focused on Salvador Gregor. Also, Jason has 3 mortis, which apparently means you can kill the survivors without the hook. That don't sound very good, I'm gonna be honest. Sounds like pain. He has a javelin on top of his machete. Alright, I'm starting to understand. Thick one burn on target. I don't think it's not as good. 10% damage for every type of negative effect this unit has. I mean, I like burn would work as a negative effect. I think. Now, Dawn Office Rep, Gregor. I'm gonna just get him up to 60. Casually fixing his arm with the invitation. I mean, Jason went after several of the other killers just for fun too. Wow.
그럼 그렇게나 많은 죽음을 머금고 편하게 마무리 지을 수 있을 거라고 생각했나? 이번엔 정말 각오하는 게 좋을 거다, 애송이.
Next story. With every breath I took, the acrid air around me burned my throat. Cries of pain, sorrow, and fear rang out from every direction, and other indescribable horrors overwhelmed my senses with a thick blanket of smoke, as the thick blanket of smoke squeezed the oxygen out of the air. The smoke permeated everything, even in fields of battle packed with the spray of blood and scattering shrapnel, clashing blades, and bullets whizzing past comrades and enemies both. The miasma found the cracks to suffuse. Never seen the word suffuse used in a sentence. This is the first. We used to call it stench, the scent of humans. Comes my daily fix. Let me set it on your table, master. It's hot, you don't want to burn yourself. Listen, kid, there's really no need to baby me like that. Years have passed since the smoke left its final mark on my memory, and now I'm leading a small fixer office where I nurture and train pupils of my own. I wonder what my younger self would think if he saw me as I am now. Could he ever have imagined this kind of life? This kind of prosaic, peaceful life where I get to sit in a cool, air-conditioned room, sip on a pleasantly warm cup of Shangwa cha? My pupil brewed. I probably said that all wrong. He has a point, Sinclair. Perhaps it'd be best for your career prospects if you redirected the focus of your endeavors onto tasks that benefit the responsibilities of a fixer rather than that of a tea brewer.
I'm really feeling it!
Brewing Shangwa cha can't possibly be more important. A task that you would spend the time every morning to carefully analyze your superior's moods and choose which toppings to suit his palate. Well, I think I did pretty good at it, so could you even imagine the kind of sedate life where I get to enjoy a hearty chuckle every now and again, watching the shenanigans unfold as my pupils passively aggressively throw jabs at one another about what they are ultimately frivolous? No. How could he? After all, how could he lose himself daydreaming when even a split second of distraction can mean certain death? Oh yeah, You just got back from that contract, didn't you? Urban Legend class request? Yes, I've completed the request regarding the 1,000 needles. Wow, you're impressive. Solving Urban Legend class request all on your own? The target posed an increasingly substantial threat as it mounted a more aggressive resistance toward the end, but... I had a question regarding that contract, Herr Gregor. For me? What is it? As the name of 1,000 needles would suggest, I was presented with the ample opportunities to collect and examine some black needles at the scene. Bearing those symbols, I presume? Correct. Symbols with a yellow glow, to be precise. The patterns were analyzed next to the symbols used by various workshops that marked their output, but no exact match was identified. Imitating Stigma's product. Branding all the rage these days. There's been an uptick in workshops making their products, leaving their symbols in the aftermath of battle. Got me worried for a sec. Maybe they become so money grabbing that they started sponsoring all kinds of maniacs out there. But this, that's one load off my mind. Though it isn't as bad as it used to be, the city is losing what warmth it had by the hour. The proverbial winter is starting to set its denizens lately. I had to think I've seen my fair share of the worst the city had to offer, but day by day, the increasingly bizarre and out there incidents find their way to shake and shock me anew. If there was a warmth, any warmth at all, its temperature was rapidly dropping to what could be described as nothing but frigid. Still, the optimist in me says it's not all bad, that we as a collective haven't reached the line we mustn't cross. I find solace in that. Then again, you never know. Maybe there's folk out there, people already too far gone and have crossed the line and then some, but as long as they didn't make it my business by invading this cozy little place I've got with my students, I don't think I want to concern myself with those things too much. Sponsorships? I didn't know workshops did that. You did not? Odd. Herr Gregor is the proverbial poster child of workshop sponsored fixers. What? Can't blame Sinclair for not knowing. It's not like I have a habit of harping on about old times. I posit the argument that any sentence that begins with "back in my day" I posit that you were so fond of counts towards the conventional definition of harping on about old times. In that case, could you tell us a little bit about your past? I know you're a very prestigious fixer, Master, but I never had the opportunity to hear about what exactly you've done to earn that rep. Yeah, maybe the stories of those days are better shared in a lighthearted conversation. Just something to be mentioned in passing. Enough. Time has passed now, anyway. I've been using Stigma workshop weapons throughout my career. From the day I started working in this business. Now, if you were to ask me whether they were the best workshop weapons among all the ones I've browsed, trying to find a weapon that would keep me company through thick, then no, they weren't exactly all that. Then why did you decide to go with Stigma workshop weapons, Master? Well, I could say that there was a matter of my thin, hungry wallet. But more importantly, big name workshops out there don't let anybody walk in just because they come knocking on their doors. Gotta keep your clientele more distinguished, if you know what I mean. In other words, there are more well-known workshops that weren't that eager to make a commission from a no-name grade 9 fixer. Even if he had the coin in for it, which he didn't. Fortunately for me, Stigma Workshop was unknown back in the day, with a more niche audience, which meant that they had no qualms with letting a greenhorn like me purchase a decent quality weapon. Anyway, while the partnership was coincidental, it ended up being a win-win. I kept racking up successful contracts, and Stigma Workshop reaped subsequent renown and a new swath of customers. And as a token of my gratitude, they were generous enough to offer personalized upgrades to my weapon. Aha, so that's why all your weapons are... You catch on quick, kid. That, all thanks to my connections with that Sigma Workshop, allowed a young chickling like yourself to wield one of their quality weapons. It seems that our office rep rarely tires of self-aggrandizing behavior. That, I had to really pause and like lean into that word. Self-aggrandizing, okay. Cool, Faust. Let me just get my fucking dictionary over here. I just feel like that's a lot. No. Self-aggrandizing. I've never heard that word used before. Though I guess it's been replaced by hyping yourself up. Hi, Tox. Glad you're still here. Really gotten used to all those screams. I have, but not in a long time. Yeah, I was about to say, like, that... I sat there and I'm just like, I had to lean in so hard to recognize that word. Good lord. I mean, granted, right? Like, it's not a word that I've heard before, so I'm learning something. That's always a good thing. It's just, goddamn. I had to really lock in to figure out what that word was. Heard grandeur, I've heard grandizing. I never heard self-aggrandizing. That's new. I've heard grandizing. Like once or twice, but never self-aggrandizing. I feel like this game has got to blow some people's minds with the word it uses. Oh yeah, no. Unironically, every time I read an Uptie story that goes for more than like, what, 30 lines, I end up learning a new word. Am I ever gonna use it? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest. If I ever write a book again in my life, I'm probably using very simple words. Because because if you're reading a book, the more often you make someone stop and go, what does that mean? The less likely they are to finish the book. It just kind of interrupts the flow. At least me. Gotta throw some spice in there. You ever heard a blonde-haired kid in an orange suit running at you while skewing a wrestling gun with a bright blue ball in their hand? No. And I hope it never happens. Though one cannot deny the veracity of that claim. Anywho, they really saved my bacon more than a few times in the Smoke War. The Smoke War? The equivalent to World War I in this world. Of course bacon makes you fucking wake up. Get your head out of the frying pan. Stay away from a pig. It's the name with any war. I'm sure, but for boots on the ground foot soldiers, survival was the only thing that mattered. The most surefire way to guarantee survival would have been to stay as far away as I could from the war, but that wasn't an option for nest-born fixers like myself. How's it going? Yeah, it's going alright. We managed to get all 3 of the new units. The only thing I didn't get was the new announcer, go figure. I got announcers. Not the new one. Some battles were so dire that even if association fixers had to struggle through fight after fight with broken, malfunctioning weapons and worn down outfits. Also, maybe this is just me, but does anybody else, like, read something and for some reason your mouth just starts making, like, weird kind of, like, spit bubble? Like, is that just something wrong with me? It's only ever when I'm reading, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just my body not trying to, like, swallow while I'm speaking. That's weird. I've heard little loud as oh, followed by the lights going out and then green lights. Could be. That's what I think it is. So when I try to read through this without, like, taking a break or swallowing, it just fucking gets worse. But because I was sponsored by a Stigma workshop, every time my sword needed maintenance, they provided it for free of charge. Even through in a series, But because I was sponsored by Stigma Workshop, every time my sword needed maintenance, they provided it free of charge. Even threw in a series of upgrades. Back then, too. I was a part of a detachment. Perhaps rather too grand a name for what really was a hastily assembled group of fixers with even the remotest preparations against the damage of fire and heat in the war. There were a bunch of ragtag soldiers at best, but I won't deny that there was an air of unwarranted confidence among us, given that all we needed to do was just burn up a pair of wings. But that day, on that hill, we ain't falling back here. Push the line forward! Infestation zone clear. Regroup and rendezvous with the section directorate. Calling all office fixers. We can do this together. All right, flame wall needs reinforcement. A monstrosity of evasive abilities bordering on precognition and offensive capabilities with a single hit could have all but guaranteed instant death. It was one of the decisive weapons of G-Corp. A Leo associations had selected specifically to handle it. I was probably stronger than each individual Liu fixer, but one set of rings reduced to ashes. Just one more pushing! Don't let your guard down, team. Stay alert. Huh.
Real Toxic
Looks like we might actually have
431
a
says
chance.
Phantom versus Prime Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, Prime Brock Lesnar, and Dobba Femi.
No, I'm good. I choose life. Honestly, I feel like he's been trying to for a minute. At this point, it's just veiled assassination attempts. There's really no point in measuring individual merit when it comes to leave fixers. The moment an all-out battle began, they came together with combined fluidity, none like that of a single organism, a dragon, charging through the enemy forces under the section director's command. It wasn't long before their flames dominated the entire battlefield. Training for Ray Lewis. You're trying to kill me before Ray Lewis gets his hands on me. What are you talking about? For a moment, the situation seemed so favorable that I began to hope we might defeat this foe without needing reinforcements. And with how things looked, this enemy was definitely on its back foot. We would be able to seize victory with just a little more effort. Enemies out Enemies altitude down, but velocity remains. Enemies altitude down, but velocity remains consistent. Its erratic movements haven't slowed at all, Director. Goddamn bug. Its airborne vertical maneuverability won't be diminished much, even if we somehow manage to burn all its wings. I see. The point of this operation was to prevent high-speed airborne escape. Whatever possible scenario we could come up with based on common sense did not apply to the decisive weapon of the wing. He's gonna hit him harder than that, but this will prepare him. Like I said, assassination attempts, dog. This is not training. This is just a roundabout way of murdering somebody. This is the famous flame of Leo. Slower than I imagined. I just realized I was supposed to be like... That was supposed to be the Lord of Flies, and that was supposed to be a way deeper voice from both of those lines. The raging, seemingly impenetrable wall of fire flickered as it danced, inadvertently revealing the most minuscule of openings, and the monster's eyes caught sight of 2 Liu fixers. And in the blink of an eye, they were gone. Before most of the fixers could even comprehend what had happened, I ran desperately to block the beginnings of a growing rupture in the formation. Hey, it's right above you! Swing up! Swung with a curious delight. Well, oh, wait. Nope, that was the Lord of Flies. You swung, but with a curious delay. Was he your favorite? You fuck! Director, don't let that monster get to you! Calm down and where? Once a crack begins to split open, it only grows into a rift. Stop moving as one, in organic fluid motion, the flames will scatter into mere cinders, no longer merged as a flame dragon. The monster turned the tide, taking cover behind the fire and heat haze that obscured not only its vision, but ours too. Fixers of mediocre ability scattered across the battlefield served only as hostages or meat shields for the monstrosity. Before we could even complete our initial goal of burning its wings, G-Corp bastards. Just what in the hell have you created? Director! The Lord of Flies descended upon the dragon's head and crushed it into a pulp. Our forces were minutes away from complete annihilation. I had to do something, so I ran up to the front of the line and rallied the troops. Regroup here to me! You know who I am! We even had a quick meet and greet, remember? All of you now are under my command, focused entirely on providing me support. And I swear I'll burn that fucking vermin's wings to ash. You're not our section director. We work with him best. I doubt you can fill his boots. Maybe. But you, me, we're not exactly flush with options, are we? No. I guess not. Fine, we'll march with you. Lead us. The world was on fire. We were trapped in a flaming cage. The sky above us was nothing but pitch black darkness, smoke from fires and smoke that swelled or smelled of human mingled, created a horrible crimson eye of noxious storm I could only describe in any fitting words. But I was leader of the hill now, and so I imitated the dragon's head to the best of my abilities. I may not have been the guy to fill the director's boots, but I was only flying by the seat of my pants. I may not have been the man to fill the director's boots, and I was only flying by the seat of my pants, but by having a small army of fixers following my flow and releasing bursts of flame at just the right moments, my firepower grew twice as powerful. I alone blazed in the glow of falling sun amidst the burning fields of the infestation zone. With the league of fixers behind me, I felt like I could measure up pretty well against even the legendary Vermilion Cross himself. He ain't around no more, buddy. Well, I guess at this point he still was, but... yeah. But the bodies kept piling and piling. Past a certain level of simple numerics, like how many augmentations you have or what grade your gear is, don't decide the outcome. It's where the other previously neglected factors come into play. The training routine, the kinds of effort they put into them, the matchup between fighters, the battlefield, the circumstances that might or might not give you an edge. But it lasted pretty long for a sunset, didn't we? Kept on fighting even this pitch black night. Eventually, I was the only one standing against that monstrosity of a foe. The Lord of Flies did not appear even remotely winded, as though he were drawing from an infinite pool of energy. The situation seemed rather hopeless, but I was young at the time. I still had that youthful streak of rebelliousness burning somewhere within me then, because I wasn't ready to sit down and let death take me. So I gathered whatever strength I had in me, all the muscle memory, all the training I've done up to that moment, and I held it all in my hand. Hey, Flybud. I don't know if you've been keeping track of time, but the sun'll be peeking over the horizon soon. Just look at how the faintest blue starting to encroach into that black night. Heralding the crack of dawn. The heated blade draws a beautiful pattern as it cleaves through space before me under the distant sky. But the reach of my blade is too short to strike the monster. It evades to the side with ease and regurgitates a stream of corrosive acid. And it lands right on my sword arm, melting it and eating through flesh and bone. You know what they say? It's the darkest before the dawn. But it's pretty bright out here now, isn't it? I could feel its fluid spreading, eating away at my torso from shoulder to hip. And at the time, so does the space of my purest resolve and the sword that rent through. Sundered fabrics melting away as though by flame. The fly's wings that were touching the very tip of my blade's arc fall apart, its sliced segments melting away. Now that I didn't see coming. But what will you do now? Seems that you're now out of options. Didn't quite imagine it happening like this, but at least they made it in time for the sunrise. Say hello to my reinforcements. Your death. Weakling. This ties into the Valesina uptie! This ties into the Valesina uptie! Wait a minute! I was thinking like, wait, Lord of Flies, didn't Valesina fight that? And then I heard the smoke in the weakling. Yo, wait a minute! Right, because this would have been long enough ago. So it does tie into the Valentina uptie. Oh shit. Though the battle was fierce, we all managed to do at the end of the day was cut off its means of escape. And the reinforcement command decided to send out was but a single combatant. A single combatant. To face this insurmountable foe who is still armed with unpredictable movements and a seemingly bottomless well of stamina. I'd be lying if I said the realization didn't hit me with a wave of disappointment and a profound sense of futility. Hey, don't you know who I am? But nobody who's fought even a single skirmish in this battlefront wouldn't recognize the woman who just marched up to the battlefield with a cigar smoke blowing in the wind. She's the same person who survived the brutal gauntlet of duel after duel that mercilessly cut down a number of promising futures, namely that of a grade 1 fixer who was popular candidate for the title of a color fixer, the rising right hand of Soto Capito, and others whose prospects were just as golden, and emerged victorious in one battle after another monster of another nature. Of course I do. I've seen the way you fight. After leaving everything in her hands, I returned to her encampment in the back lines and had my injuries treated. And surrounded by the roaring cheer of spectators, I got to watch as recording of her battle against the Lord of Flies. The footage slowed down by several dozen times, the only way the video could be captured, the way two combatants sped and zoomed around each other. In that footage, it seemed as though the reinforcement managed to behead the Lord of Flies, killing it instantly before it even realized it was dying. As it turns out, if you kill the Lord of Flies before it registers its own death, it won't have the chance to spawn the Maggot Prince. It was a shame that so much of the work we did to prepare to counter the Maggot Prince went to waste, but thanks to the Stigma Workshop symbol seared on the back of the Lord of Flies, the witness reports from the Liu fixers who managed to survive the massacre, they recognized me as a major contributor to the success of that operation. Herr Gregor. Sorry, must have got lost reminiscing. Anyways, apparently burning the monster's wings ended up with one hell of a promotion for the Stigma Workshop. You fellas better learn to appreciate me, because I'm the only reason they're still offering weapon sponsorships to our office, even in my semi-retirement. Not to mention how the connections I made got us a proposition of the Liu Association affiliate office. Oh, you really are amazing, Master. Amazing? Come on. Just a washed up fixer with a broken body that never fully healed. Damages caused by the Lords of Flies' extremely corrosive fluid would have been difficult to recover from, even with K-Corp ampule of a fairly high purity. It is likely that his nerves failed to fully regenerate. Yeah, I guess so. Still, it's all thanks to that one ampule I got for outstanding valor that I'm still alive and kicking after all this time. Remember, those ampules were even rarer back in the day.
Real Toxic 431 says very fitting the enemy is the Lord of Flies given your greatest rival is the Fly.
Annoying the shit out of me. Wow. Huh. Kind of weird that the Fly who's that I hate it. Kind of weird that the lady who slayed the decisive weapon isn't in the news at all nowadays, huh? I haven't heard much about her in a while. I haven't heard about her much, but I haven't heard about her myself in a long while. Sure didn't seem like the type to get herself killed unceremoniously. Well, she'd probably be enjoying herself in a comfy seat, lording over peons like us. So about that. Anyways, how's that for harping on old times? Not enough yet? I throw a lighthearted jab as I pick up a piece of paper that's been on my desk for a while today, related to our next contract. Is that the object that had the fixer industry abuzz lately? Got that right. This is what our next contract will be about. That said, my Sway alum's death is connected to the contract too. Oh no. Sorry for your loss, Master. I can't imagine what you're going through. My heart's unscathed, kid. Never fond of that fella. Question is, have you heard anything about this object, Sinclair? Something they call the library's invitation. And we saw it in Faust, Uptie. The library did not go well. Saw it in Faust, Uptie, and we also saw it in the previous game. And we have the solemn event. Here you go. Let me get this up. I'm making sure this is Uptie 4. Wow, I just have 484 Yi-songs, huh? That just tells me it's been a while since we got a Yi-song anything. This is burn and sinking. It doesn't, I don't think it's by itself. This becomes sinking and tremor. Yeah, sinking and tremor. So bygone days, wishing Karen, solemn lament. I think it's just these two. I don't think there's anything else I can really give to them. But yeah. Yeah, actually, I do have them Brilliant Glory fully uptied because I was not missing my chance to fuck around with the passives. This unit has a negative effect. I don't think burn counts as a negative effect, but this is a tremor and this is a charge. Damn, who snatched him away? Yeah. That is it. I'll come back and do some of the daily stuff later. So, with that said, that's gonna end the Limbus portion of the stream now. About an hour 25 in. Let's get to the Naruto section. Let me switch things up. There we go. Let me boot the game. I think we were on the final boss of the game too, so it shouldn't take any real time. Though I will have to use, because if I remember right, this game suddenly Uchiha. If you snitch, I'm calling you an Uchiha too. If I get taken out, you're getting taken out with me. He's an Uchiha too. He hasn't awakened the Sharingan. I'm ratting you out. We're both going. We're both going down. I told you. We're both going down. I told you we're both going down if you start talking, and then you started talking. I guess you want to go down with me. We're all going. We're all going now. Look what you did. Got a second genocide going. Look at that. Amanu Uzumaki? Nah. You don't believe that? I already told him. You gotta be sure. You can't afford to miss one. You gotta be sure. I didn't really say I don't mess with those fireballs, neither do I. Oh yeah, we stopped right here. Right after Tsunade held off Pain for a little bit, and then they snagged the information on where Naruto was. I think this is gonna lead into the final fight too.
Pain.
But yeah, after this game, I am putting away the robes. I'm keeping the headband, just not the robes.
This world shall know pain.
Oh yeah, we stopped during Armageddon.
Almighty push.
One home says, "Hail folks, welcome to the Phantom Live Show. Be sure to pick up your Phantom tacos and sodas and get this special edition Phantom glass."
Hey, what's up, Beaver King? How you doing?
No, this isn't. This can't be happening. What?
Thank you. Pretty good.
Why?
Don't have a lot of energy because I didn't sleep much. I'm hoping tonight I can actually make up with sleep and just lay in bed for the full 8. If I can't, then
Come home. Hurry. Naruto. Hurry.
somehow it doesn't fucking die. Also, in anime, it makes sense. She survives because she hides inside of a healing slug. True, they did just skip over that part. They basically just said, yeah, nah, she can take a nuclear blast. Oh, we get some sleep tonight. Thank you, Evil King. I need to do a better job of, like, actually getting rest, because stress of college and the lack of sleep is slowly killing me. My diet doesn't help either. I'm trying to fucking fix all 3 of those at the same time. I feel like I'm ranting too much. Standing on business. And a toad. Also, one thing I did want to mention, because this happened earlier on my lunch break. There's this one place I go to for lunch. And somehow, every single time I've been going there recently, there's always just 2 people arguing. Like, it's not even the same people, but like, straight up, there's always an argument happening. Like, I pull up for lunch, I call in early to like get the stuff made so I could just go in and pick it up. I'm waiting in line to like pay for it. And immediately, just straight up, like, an argument breaks out, like, a few fucking feet ahead of me. I don't even know what it was about. I think at one point, like, someone was trying to scam for something. Someone, like, asked them to back up. And then just, it started from there. And then halfway through the argument, they just started they just started pocket checking each other. Like, what was just going, oh, you think I need your bank details? I'm a nurse. I make more money. Oh, yeah, you make more money? No, you don't. You're a nurse. Like, where's your car? Do you have a car? No, you take a bus. And I'm like, oh, damn, we just pocket checking people casually? Like, it is 12:30 in the afternoon. Like, y'all pocket checking in the middle of the afternoon? Like, it's a Thursday. Y'all can at least wait for Friday's payday. It's the next day. Y'all talking about like pocket checking. And the wildest part about it, they kept this going for like what, 30 minutes? Almost, not 30 minutes. That's an exaggeration. They kept this going for like 10 minutes. And I was just sitting there like, you know, I'm just watching. I'm not saying anything because I don't want to get dragged into the middle of it. I don't know either of those two. I'm not trying to get like hit with it. Just started going. 10 minutes later, one of the women like walk out the door, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, it's over. only 4, and I shit you not, makes it to her car. I still see her talking shit. Like, I can see her mouthing all of this. I stream and make more than both of you. I'm not saying that. I do not make money off of this. I'm gonna be real. It's like, what, $50 every 6 months? I would get, like, chin checked in that fucking restaurant. So I'm sitting there and I look at her and she's in the parking lot at this point. She is still yapping. My thought is, damn, you're still going? Like, you walked out. That's it. You walked away. You got your final thoughts out. She hops in her car. I shit you not, less than 2 minutes later, she hops out the car, walks back into the restaurant, and starts it again. And my first thought is, holy shit, you got time for this? My first thought is, yo, you are not wasting 15 whole minutes arguing with this random stranger and calling her broke. Like, this stranger is at least in their nurse scrubs and just trying to eat and get back to their job. And you arguing like you don't got somewhere to be. Don't you work? I didn't say it out loud. I'm not trying to get dragged into this. But this is 15 minutes. And I know most people have an hour-long lunch break. Most people, some have less. So I'm sitting here like, okay, either she has a day off or she does not work. That money is not hers. That's her husband's money. Because she didn't even look like she was dressed for work. Like, I don't know what job she must have had, but she was flexing those keys, and I feel like that money was not in her bank account. It was in her husband's. It had to be. Because y'all get an hour for lunch? I manage. Some get an hour for lunch. I know some places get less. I always use an hour, to be honest. Like, I worked 2 jobs. One that gave you an hour and one that didn't even, like, monitor how long you were at lunch, so I just took an hour off at the top of my head because it made sense. I work for, like, a local government, so that, yeah. But yeah, like, the whole time I'm sitting there just thinking this. She is arguing actively with this woman in front of me. I just, like, slink around the both of them, pay for my lunch, and slowly walk towards the door. This woman, again, the same one starting this argument, brushes past me and just goes straight into the parking lot to her car. And I just slowly walk to mine. And it's like, I don't even know, man. I worked at a place during 2020 and said you have 30 minutes max. What kind of place was it? Was it like fast food or? Nursing home? Oh. Huh. Damn, I guess I'm more privileged than I thought. I was door screening. Yeah, I guess I'm more privileged than I thought. Huh. But like, I get out to my car. I walk over to my car. I sit in it and I just put the food down. And I just look out just naturally, I look out the front of my car. Because it's facing, like, towards the fucking exit of the parking lot. I look up and I see this woman in the car. She is still, I can read her lips. She is still repeating those exact words. You're a nurse, you're broke, you take the bus. And I'm like, ain't no way. It's been 15 minutes and you're still repeating. You're not even in the same room as her. You walked out the restaurant. You're in your car. And you're still repeating this like the argument's going? Then she just quickly pulls off and I'm just left there fucking astounded the whole time. Because it's one thing to argue with somebody, but to repeat it to yourself in the car. Note, she was alone in this car. Just repeating it to I guess the spirits of the upper world. Of upper world, maybe. Maybe they were telling their husband on the speaker. Maybe. But it's like the thing is they didn't even have their phone out. Which, granted, it could be Bluetooth, right? It could be. But she had just gotten into her car. So unless that car is quick to link up with Bluetooth and she was quick to dial that number while she made her way to her car, because again, phone not in her hands at all on the way to the car. Like I saw her walk to her car and get in. She did not have her hand on the phone the entire time. Not once. And it didn't even feel like she was having a full-blown conversation. She was just repeating those words. So I'm over here sitting in my beat-up Buick, watching her pull out of the parking lot, and I'm just like, okay then. And I just go about my lunch break. So that's the shit I ran into. Could have been voice activated, maybe. But shit, I didn't hear or see any indication. Either way, you just finished this argument. Don't you at least want to leave the parking lot? Like, I just go. And what's wild is she was the main one pushing the entire time. Like, the entire time. This was the main woman drumming the argument. Every time it simmered down, she just spiked it right back up. And I'm just like, I just minded my business. I turned around, I looked towards the door and away from those two while they were arguing. My back to a pillar in case they started shoving each other or something. I ain't want no part of it. Should I watch it? I ain't want no part. I'm a spectator, not a fighter. Nor am I gonna split them up. They're full grown ass women. Sounds like one of those HOA people. Honestly. I just didn't want anything to do with it. Like at that point, hey, you do you. Just know I'm not included. I could not tell you. So yeah, that's the argument I saw during lunch. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the story time and the blowing wind ASMR of this game. Also, I can't stand homeowners association. Yeah. It's like, I understand why they're there, but sometimes it gets to people's heads before they actually think. Never been in one, but I've seen too much crap about them. Yeah. That's just the thing. Like, I understand if it's like straight up, oh yeah, you know, we want to monitor the neighborhood, keep it nice, this and that. But it really just turns into like a militia 90% of the time. And when it doesn't, it's just an excuse for like one or two nosy people to like start getting in your face about stuff. And just start like making demands of people. When in reality, you should just, as much as some people don't like it, like leave that to the cops. Like, they don't even need to really like go ahead and like start bugging people. I mean, I get, in certain situations it makes more sense for you to go yourself and go, hey, I got in a couple of reports, I don't think you can do that here, you know. But when they start being really prissy about it, like they start acting like being a part of the association gives you a badge to just, you know, talk to people however, then it's like, all right, so you knock it off.
The Hidden Leaf Village is all torn up. It's pretty clear who did this.
Saw a video where HOA got genuinely pissed off that someone had their driveway pressure washed. Oh god, okay. Yeah, no, those are the really annoying ones. Those are the really annoying ones where, oh, you have to get clearance with the city for this. You have to get clearance with, not even with the city, with us for this, that, and this. The wild part is, when it comes to power washing, like, the house, if that case somehow found its way to my desk, I would literally ignore it. Because you do not know how many people, how many, like, land owners or, like, landlords straight up just leave their entire house unwashed. Like dirt everywhere on the property. It looks like a scene out of hell. The fact that someone took the time to actually pressure wash their driveway to keep it clean, you would instantly have the respect of any neighborhood service department anywhere. Like, if neighborhood services saw you doing this just because, oh, it's dirty, they would literally throw a banquet in your honor. Yes, it's your responsibility, but you have no idea how many people skimp out on that. You have no idea. People buy a house and then just fucking trash the place and just don't care. And then when you tell them they have to clean it because it looks terrible and makes the township look bad, they look at you like you speak a foreign language. I'm telling you, it's one of the most annoying parts of my job.
I felt the same thing when I was on Jiraiya's shoulder.
Sorry, I just had to vent that a little bit because the grievances of my job are many. And the reliefs are few and far between. I also saw one where HOA got mad because someone was mowing their own yard. It's
You okay, Kiba?
Yeah, I'm managing.
What in the world?
Y'all got nuked.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Naruto. Naruto's come back to the Hidden Leaf Village.
So he's finally here, huh?
I see. These insects were responding to Naruto.
And that's... the Akatsuki?
He's planning to take him on right now.
Kiba, Shino, let's go too.
Yeah, maybe I will take these
No.
robes off after this game.
Better not.
Huh? Why?
I can't find any other Naruto wear, but I'll keep the headband and the haircut.
The insects are restless. They have been ever since they picked up Naruto's chakra.
What do you mean?
Naruto's chakra is completely different from what it was before.
Hey, bro, Waterbone.
It's huge and powerful. He's gained incredible power through his training. The rest of this fight will likely be on an inhuman scale.
I wanted to make that joke about hearing huge and powerful, but you know what? I'm gonna just let that slide.
So, if we joined a fight like that, we'd just be in the way?
That's correct.
But...
Hinata, it's frustrating, but we just gotta sit tight.
But even so, Naruto...
Naruto Uzumaki.
So, your pain.
Future Hinata would be like, oh, you have no idea.
It was good of you to come to us. Now I don't have to hunt for you.
You monster.
This feeling.
Yeah, just said it. Oh,
I
God.
see you've become a sage. Acquire the same jutsu as Jiraiya-sensei.
Jiraiya-sensei?
I too learned jutsu from Jiraiya. He was also once my teacher.
What?
We are sibling disciples, you and I, students of the same sensei. We ought to be able to understand each other.
That motherfucker said, you are my younger. You are my kohai. You are the younger student. I already graduated. You still in class. Matter of fact, I got a job for you, Luke.
Master desired peace.
Shut up! What part of any of this? It's peaceful!
You who cannot see the forest for the trees are just not able to comprehend the true meaning of peace. Just allow yourself to be captured. Your death shall lead to peace.
Shut up! I said shut up! My master! My friends! My village! Look what you did to all of them! I'll never forgive you!
Deidara was right. You do not listen.
Now you will know jumping.
We'll take you by force then.
This world shall know jumping.
I'm gonna settle this!
When you hit a close-up shot like that, you know this game's about to go crazy.
Bring it.
It's like the flat animation in the series.
And now I'll finish it!
Wow, alright, CJ. Oh, okay. I forgot Sage Mode Naruto is very slow in this game. I can't. What happened to substitution? Okay, let me just. Yeah, that.
I'm gonna settle
I'm
this!
like hitting LT to substitute. Am I hitting the wrong button? Should I just be hitting RT?
Bring it.
And now I'll finish it!
The fact that CJ's paid video on the side. Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Shit. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, I got something for us to listen to after this boss fight. Brother! Yeah, I forgot I did not like using Sage Mode Naruto because every combo he has just gets dropped. Like, unless someone's fully in it like this, every combo this man has gets dropped, and I remember hating it so much. Combos like that, I'm completely at the whim of wherever the hell he goes and whatever step of the combo I'm in. There's no real tight control. Again, you saw the combo opening. You fucking whipped it. Fuck out my face. Shit.
Not bad.
Alright, now the QTEs start. Nice kick. Knocked out by air.
Summon jutsu.
They already lost Jiraiya. They're not losing him too.
This is my chance. Almighty push!
Damn. There go the toads.
Shadow Cloud Jutsu!
Oh, I completely fucked that one up. That's 2 gone. And he's out of chakra.
No more sage jutsu. It's over.
Why?
Oh no! Oh
Because
no! No, 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 no.
Did he even go through him being bound down? Straight into it. Straight into it.
The power of the Nine Tails.
Yo, Naruto, he stabbed your girl, brother. What you gonna do about it? Whoa, okay.
How about this? Too soft. Just the shockwave. Is this guy? Power.
Oh my god, the sound.
How about this?
Use too much power.
This is beyond all expectations.
It feels like I'm driving a car when I try to direct this guy.
Too soft. How about this? How about this? How about this?
What do you mean I could just keep doing this?
How about this?
What do you mean I could just keep air dashing like this?
Over here. Won't evade this.
What? I hit B.
Can't let you do that. Planetary devastation. Can't let you do that. Too soft.
Can I move?
How about this?
Yeah, I'll be honest, the controls of this mode are very wonky.
How about this? Isn't working. I can't let you do that.
Yeah, no, I can't. Okay.
Bring it on. Bring it on. I won't let you get away. I'll crush you.
Bro, I'm moving so fast that every time I try to change direction, he has to grind into the ground.
This rate. What on earth is this guy?
None of the combos are like allowing it to work like it did.
This is beyond all expectations. Over here. Won't let you get away.
This is so weird to control. I'm not even gonna lie. I think the controls might have aged badly.
I need time.
Technically, Pains wins this fight. Technically, though, if we're being honest, it's more like a technical standstill. Standstill? Technical standstill.
Case. Planetary devastation!
More of a technical standstill. Like he managed to stop the fight, not really win it. Matter of fact, here's another tail for you. I almost fucked that up. I remember watching that scene as a kid. That scared the fuck out of me. That scene of seeing Kurama break out of the fucking...
Magnificent.
Actually break out of the planetary devastation scared the fuck out of me. Because of how it, like, it looked like it was almost formed without the skin or fur. That actually scared me.
Why? How did it come to this? It hurts. It hurts. Somebody help me.
If I remember right, Pain is canonically nerfed during this fight.
I can't.
See? I know Nagato was basically like killing himself to try to get the planetary devastation to like go through. But I don't know. Was he nerfed?
You're giving up over this? Are you sure you're my son?
It's weird seeing the game's interpretation of this.
Hokage?
Because I watched the anime and like the moments feel so much more cinematic, I guess. It's like Naruto was literally walking towards the seal, takes the paper off, was about to fully undo it. You could see the seal coming apart and Kurama like getting ready to cause shit. And then Minato steps in versus just Naruto standing there in pain and then Minato walks up. Hell, we didn't even hear Kurama in this game, which is weird.
Right.
Apparently he's nerfed when he's outside of the Rain Village. Really?
I set up the seal spell to appear within your psyche once you sprouted the 8th tail. Truth be told, I'd hoped it would never unravel this far. But then again, I was looking forward to meeting my son as a young man. So I guess it all evens out. You've grown up, Naruto.
Naruto. My name. How?
How? I'm the one who named you. You're my son, after all.
Your son? I'm...
Crazy how this boy just found out he's related to the fucking 4th Hokage. All he had was, what, a stone mural to base it off of?
You heard me. You're my son, Naruto.
Plus all of the chakra he used prior to Sage Mode, Naruto pulls up. Fair.
Dad? You're my... The 4th Hokage's my... Dad?
You seem to have had a lot of trouble because I sealed the 9 tails in you. I'm sorry.
I don't think this game is gonna do it. Just because, like, I remember the games back then didn't really have the emotional impact of the anime. Especially since I imagine this late into the game they're running on dry budget. But... I distinctly remember Naruto, like, maybe this was filler, I don't know. But I distinctly remember him chewing the fuck out of Minato for like all the pain he's been through, and like having Naruto just like go all in like that and just get angry, shouting at his dad. It added weight to this. And I think ultimately it made me like Naruto more. Because like at the time I was used to certain protagonists that were like, oh yeah, I'll take all the hate of the world and I'll just pretend like it doesn't exist. I'm chewing him off as canon. Okay, yeah, so it was canon. He like gut punches him and then starts like scolding him.
I always wanted to ask.
Yeah, okay. I think they skipped past it, sadly. But the way Naruto goes off at Minato made me like him so much more. Because it didn't, at that point, it didn't feel like, oh yeah, Naruto's just the ultimate good guy who never struggles or anything. No, straight up, when he punches this man and starts scolding him, I remember sitting back in my chair and just going, damn, okay. Like, I seen this kid get mad, but damn. It was such a valid crash out. It was. And the fact that it was like straight up, if you were in Naruto's place, you would probably do the same. All those years of BS you put up with, and the man who technically did it is right in front of you. For someone like Naruto, who's stubborn, knuckleheaded, somewhere around 16 at this point? Somewhere around 15, 16 at this point? Finally meeting his dad and realizing all this kind of stemmed from him, it made sense for him to get mad, to let that anger out. And the fact that Minato didn't like block the punch or like stop him, he just let him get it all out of his system. It made me like Naruto more because it was at that point in the narrative where I stopped seeing him as a character and understood him as a person. And you can see Minato completely understand. Yeah. And that's what made that interaction. That's why this is, well, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons I like this arc a little bit more. Like, this is one of my favorite arcs for a reason. And it's because of that moment. Naruto chewing out his dad and his dad just letting it happen because he knows, yeah, the kid's got a point. He's had it rough. I know what he's going through right now. So I'm gonna let him get it out of his system. As soon as he does, all right, let's start catching up. Father, son, let's start talking. And if I remember right, I think after that, they both sat down with each other. I don't remember if they were actually seated, like talking to each other, but they started like actually going back and forth. And it felt like, okay, this is good. Like, the fucking mangaka, that motherfucker knew what he was doing, man. The author knew what he was doing. This is the one moment where I really came around to liking Naruto. Even during like my little edgy phase, oh, Sasuke's so much cooler. This is realistically the part where I sat down and I was like, you know what, never mind. Naruto's alright. He ain't just a generic protagonist, like, he alright. I understand. I need to see that range of emotion in characters, or else I believe they're more plot device than character. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not big on Naruto's really fucking good at philosophy. It is, and that's what made me like this series as much as I did. Because it feels like one thing I saw a lot back then was a lot of like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed protagonists that just always stayed true to their path and never deviated from it. And I'm not calling out Dragon Ball when I say this, but Goku, essentially, just kind of one-track minded, one way of thinking, that's it, keep it pushing. And I know in Z, they gave him some nuance, and in the manga, he had a lot more nuance, but that kind of became what he was known for. Like, until recently, I think the whole idea of Goku getting pissed off and actually like, swinging like crazy if you go near his family was really a super thing. Like, I know Z had a bit of it, but got really desaturated. Or saturated. My words are being minced. Like, when I heard Pain's philosophy, I sat back and I was like, okay, hold up. Why is this low-key making sense? Yeah.
Why? Why did you seal the 9 tails inside of me? Things have been pretty rough carrying it around all these years.
Okay, yeah, we're jumping ahead. I think.
I sealed the 9 tails chakra inside you because I trusted that you would master that power. I thought the power would save you when you were up against powerful opponents. I believed that you'd be able to overcome the worst enemies ever to attack the Hidden Leaf Village.
I guess we're skipping over, like, the consequences of that night, because they did it in the 3rd game. Like, in the 3rd game, they went through the whole, like, backstory of how the sealing happened and everything. Or am I wrong? I'm pretty sure this was the point where Minato told him. Or was it Kushina who told him? I might be getting shit mixed up. I might be getting mixed up. I was wrong as fuck, my boy. You crashed out on Haku for no reason. I believe it will help you overcoming the worst enemies to attack the Hidden Leaf. But seriously, that one boy, girl, Haku, damn, you really just... I didn't think you need to do all that. I'm gonna be honest. But they were threatening my friend. Well, yeah, but like, you did them dirty. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, shit, you... Like, if you gotta get mad at somebody, Zabuza right over there, he gave the command. Like, shit. You made a victim. And that made a grown man cry, too. Like, I created a monster.
That's just selfish.
Yeah, it was. But since you're my son, I was sure you could do it.
The Hidden Leaf Village is gone.
Okay, yeah, no, we're skipping right past the punch and shouting.
I saw from inside your mind. I know about Jiraiya Sensei, too.
At what point did this... Because I know the 4th game gets a lot of rep for finishing the story before the anime did. And I think around the time of the manga, too? I'm wondering, like, this... I know the game had to, like, figure out the story of the manga. But I'm wondering if they chose to exempt all that just because they didn't have the budget, or it was just simpler to cut down on a lot of stuff. Because again, the anime arena fighter genre always does that when it comes to story. They always cut down a bunch of stuff. See several Dragon Ball games for reference.
Pain is unbelievably tough. Tougher than any enemy I've fought before.
Like, I know Dragon Ball Z Kakarot did the same thing.
I know.
Where it cut down a lot of stuff from the show. Some of it forgivable, some of it I wish it never did. Like Vegeta's Final Flash against Cell? Nowhere. If I remember right, nowhere. Never happened. Depressing. All things considered.
But I won't forgive him. He destroyed everything. Hervey Sage. The village. So,
Oh yeah, I named you after a character in one of Jiraiya's perv-ass books, which he named after a literal food. I was lazy as fuck, and when naming you, not gonna lie, your mom should have beat my ass for doing her son like that. You know, your name translates to rice cake.
I think Pain once felt just as you're feeling. And that
it was rice
resulted
cake,
in
right?
this tragedy.
Huh?
Hatred can't be born from nothing.
Was it rice cake? I don't remember. I remember hearing it was rice cake, but I could be wrong. I know it's like a ramen topping, though.
Fights begin when people try to save what's precious to them. When they lose those things, hatred takes over.
Then Pain lost something too? And that made him what he is now?
I mean, he was talking about the world knowing Pain.
That I don't know. But there is no hatred without a cause.
I think it's rice cake, yeah.
In the end, being a ninja means fighting that hatred. Every ninja fights against it. Jiraiya Sensei bequeathed to you the quest for the solution that would end this hatred.
But I can't forgive Pain. I just can't.
Right.
Naturally.
Please tell me, what should I do?
Beat his ass.
You have to find that answer yourself.
Who said that?
For even I don't know it.
I can't do that. How am I supposed to do that? Even Pervy Sage, even you, have no clue how. I'm not smart. I'm not a great ninja, and...
You'll find the answer. I believe in you.
You really think I can...
Well, it is the duty of a parent to unconditionally believe in their child. Now, it's time for me to go. My chakra is fading. I will rebuild the seal for the last time.
Tell you what to do. Use one of those Matsuki sealing jutsus. Wait, the fuck do you mean that you don't know any? They had you drinking spoiled milk. Oh, ha!
The hidden leaf can rebuild. I'm counting on you.
Dad.
I'll always be on your side.
I think it's later when Kushina pops up.
Do your best, Naruto.
Yeah, I think it's later in the 4th Great Ninja War when Kushina pops up that he learns what happened that night, so... My bad. Goes back from the dance I'll follow you. Hey, what's going on, IWTV? Welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? We are right now finishing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. We're at the Pain fight, and Naruto just found out who his father was. Crazy, how you doing? That was the show.
Thanks, Dad. I'll try.
The Ninetales has disappeared.
Honestly, I always wanted to know, like, what was the actual... Like, imagine the process of that giant body disappearing into just a single person standing, mean-mugging you for, like, 15 minutes. Saw a skit, Kushina found out what happened to Naruto, and the skit was her just beating the shit out of third Hokage. Was this Sly Honcho? I feel like it might have been.
What the?
This is always one of the more goofy shots. This is always one of the more goofy shots in Naruto. Like, bro looks like he is analyzing me. Like, we got beef? We got beef or something? What you want? Are you staring at me like that? Motherfucker, can I help you? And why are your tassels up? Like, you're pointing face down. You're upside down right now. That shit should be around your neck. Why are you so stiff and your clothes got so much movement to them? Like, motherfucker, are you breathing right now? I don't think you are. I think he's just a static image. Like, I mean, his hair and clothes are moving, so it can't be static, but bro, it's not flat. What is you trying to look? Oh no, I'm not a member of the Akatsuki. Don't worry about that. Yeah, no, I'm taking this shit off like right after. I promise you. I promise. Please stop staring at me.
This boy already mastered the Nine Tails.
I might have to go back
Now I
and...
start fighting for real!
He doesn't believe you. Okay, no, we're not done yet.
No matter what!
That was just a really long break in the fight. Oh, okay, and no go? No go? We're just straight into this? The game didn't even hit me with like a grab. Ah! Shit! Wow, okay. Wow. Game, let me substitute. Let me substitute, please. It'd be nice if you let me use a substitution. Oh, okay. Okay, just... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There we go. This game is not as responsive as some of the others. Wow.
Use too much power.
Fuck you. You want to jump people so bad? Now we jump at you! Okay, there we go.
I've been pushed this far.
I'm the one who's gonna win! Here I come!
Game! For the love of God, let me actually hit a combo. Okay, now. What? Let me out, let me out, let me out. Let me out, let me out, let me out. I'm hitting the substitution and nothing's happening. I'm fucked. I swear, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but the substitution system in this game just feels weirdly foreign. Like, it's straight up just like I was hitting substitution, I'm pretty sure at the right time, but it's just not letting me. He can substitute all he wants, but I can't get the timing right. I substituted on that almighty push like 4 times. Okay. Oh, you dick. Break the guard, break the guard, break the guard.
Almighty push!
Did I use too much? It's too late for that jutsu. You haven't a ghost of a chance now.
Give up!
You give up!
What?
Give up trying
You
to
going
make me-
airborne?
Give up!
Seen all the secret factors. Hey, there it is. Damn. I'll accept the A rank. I really was getting my ass kicked for most of that. Just thought of something. How come Jiraiya never taught Nagato the Rasengan if he thought he was the chosen one?
How could he do this much?
I feel like we had this conversation before.
Now I'm gonna meet the real you. The one controlling you.
You.
Impressive. You figured it out.
It was the information Pervy Sage left.
The real one isn't here? What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I've no idea why he said it.
There isn't much we can do with so little to go on.
I didn't understand it when I first heard it, but while I was fighting you, I felt a chakra which was like someone watching me.
You felt that?
I can sense nearby chakra in Sage mode. That's when I first realized what Pervy Sage meant by the real one isn't here. I knew that there was a real you doing the controlling.
That's an irritating power.
Man, this is just flat on his back. Like, you really are an annoying ass little shit.
I already know where the real you is, too. I'll talk to you over there later.
Talking to the real me now won't change a thing.
I won't know that till I look you in the eye.
It's no use. You could never understand my pain. Never.
Nagato.
Yes. So, the peacemaker comes tottering in.
We're on the talk.
You're the real pain.
Alright, Naruto, another Uzumaki. Will this ever be addressed? Not by you.
All my friends. You.
Do you hate me? Are you facing the object of your vendetta?
I came here to talk to you. But I also wanted to check some things out.
I also came with Subway because you look like you need a sandwich. Sorry.
Check out what?
I wanted to see how I would actually feel. When I finally looked the object of my vendetta in the face, and what I would do. I I didn't even know myself.
And?
I really can't forgive you. I'm so mad I'm shaking. I'll never get over this.
Then come at me. To you, that is justice.
I'm glad I made you my student.
You hate me? You nuked my helmet off my girl. Yeah, I'm gonna jump the fuck out of you. By myself. I need every single fist I swing to connect with something.
What's wrong? You can't forgive me, correct?
Hervey Sage said he believed that one day, people would understand one another and live in harmony. He said he would pass on his quest to me. But all I cared about was being his worthy student. Now I know just how hard that really is. I know it's not as simple as it sounds.
But that shouldn't change the fact that you cannot forgive me. I killed your master and your friends. I destroyed your village. Now that you see reality, can you still truly believe Jiraiya-sensei's ridiculous words?
When I found out you'd been Pervy Sage's student, I wanted to ask you.
Did he ever stop in the middle of training to just, like, write more porn? Seriously, I never understood that. Sorry.
What?
How you, who used to be his student, could end up like this.
Do you know the pain of having to grow up with spoiled milk and run-down apartment? Yes, I know. Wait, I'm sorry, they did what? What? Bro, I was in a war-torn country and I still got good milk. What the fuck happened to you?
I don't know anything about you.
You, your village and your friends are very important to you. You want to protect them so much. Precious things, important things, irreplaceable things. You aren't the only one who has them. Long ago, I also had things I felt that way about.
They protected them. They hold
But they're
you.
all gone. The war took them away. False peace and ambition. Trivial ventures bred war, and my precious things were taken. My parents, my friends, everything disappeared before my eyes. I hated the war, and I loathed the world that had produced it. But at the same time, I thought if war could be stopped, hatred would disappear as well. That would bring peace to this world. So how could it be done? The answer was quite simple. I needed to become a god and guide the world so that war would vanish. If I did so, there would be no loose ends. No one would be full of hate as I was. So in my own way, I acted to realize the peace I'd visualized.
Make war vanish by blowing up the world. Pretty much.
Do you see? This is my justice.
Also, what's up, bad guy?
The true peace Jiraiya spoke of doesn't exist. The only peace here is the one built upon sacrifices. What suits this cursed world is a cursed peace. The reason why I continue to hunt the Jinchuriki as pain of the Akatsuki
I deal with stupidity
is
and
also
attitude.
to realize my peace.
Yeesh.
It's all for the world. I did it for the sake of peace.
I did it for the run. Sorry.
For the world.
Yes. Have you begun to understand?
Yeah. I understand your idea.
Then what will you do? Will you let me capture you?
I can't do that. Even now, I hate you so much it makes me sick.
Then you want to settle things.
But... Pervy Sage believed in me and left me his quest. So I gotta believe in Pervy Sage's belief. I'll believe in my master until the very end.
Damn, I really thought I had him.
How foolish. How can I believe Jiraiya's words after all this? There's no such thing as true peace. Not so long as we live in this cursed world.
In that case, I'll break the curse. If there's such a thing as peace, I'll find it. I'm not giving up.
And I'm telling you that's foolish. All will be well as long as you don't give up. Peace will come as long as you don't give up. You'll never achieve anything thinking like that. You can't save anything. Nothing. No one.
Well, I'm dumb. I still don't really understand about peace, or what I should do. But even I know that if I give up, it's all over. If I give up, nothing comes true. No dreams, no hopes, nothing. Nothing can go on.
Just new people that believe they know everything had one walk in front of an oncoming delivery van, then act like they were in the wrong for yelling at her just to get out of the way. Yeesh.
I hate that. I don't want to go back on my word no matter what.
You really are a child. Do you really think such foolish thoughts can bring true peace?
They can. Because I promised.
But I truly believe that the day will come when all people will understand one another and live in harmony.
Wow, that's kind of deep.
Well then, if I can't find the solution myself, shall I pass the quest on to you?
Yes, sir. Can't refuse your orders, Pervy Sage. I'll keep that promise. I never go back on my word. That's my ninja way! I'll inherit my master's will, and I swear to make it come true. If there's no way to true peace, I'll make one out of nothing! As long as I have people who believe in me, I won't give up until the very end!
Listen, Nagato. No matter what happens from now on, never give up. Just go straight forward, without giving up. I'm sure in the end, you'll find the peace you seek.
I feel like pass the quest on to you, bro. It's literally past school with actual bare minimum. You're asking the wrong dude.
Where Yahiko and Kona and everyone can smile. That sort of peace. I believe in you. I believe you'll be able to bring peace.
A spirit that won't quit, huh? Come to think of it, Jiraiya-sensei taught me that too. But I was trapped by pain and hate, and I forgot.
Nagato.
Funny, I had the same teacher. I must have had that time as well, but... Naruto Uzumaki. Even in this confusion, your eyes are clear. As though your eyes see even farther than my Rinnegan. You make me see a future where you walk a path unlike mine.
I'll inherit my master's will, and I swear to make it come true. If there's no way to true peace, I'll make one out of nothing!
Naruto, no, strike him down now before Tong no Jutsu fully kicks in. It's already too late.
We are sibling students, you and I. Students of the same sensei. We ought to be able to understand one another. I meant it as a joke. I think I shall believe in you, Naruto Uzumaki.
Nagato, no!
Answer's really in an iron lung.
Conan, it's all right. I made a new choice, even though I'd given up hope. Besides, if the junior student of our master says he won't give up, as seniors, we can't give up either.
Nagato, but that jutsu, if you use it with your chakra as it is now, you'll...
What is it?
Gedo art of Rine rebirth.
Nagato, no, we have to be evil as fuck. Going on, apparently.
Rene? What are you going to do?
It returns the dead to life.
Huh? You can do that?
There's still time to at least revive those who I've killed here in the Leaf. Think of it as reparation.
Nagato, you're giving me life to help this boy.
You're...
That Uzumaki to Uzumaki connection, man.
War inflicts death, injury, and pain to both sides. The more dear someone is, the harder to accept that they might die. In fact, you convince yourself they can't die. And you might try to find meaning in death. But all there is pain and unbearable hatred. Wasteful death. Eternal hatred. And pain that does not heal. That's what war is. And those are the things you will face in the coming days, Naruto. Even then, I have hope for you. You should go straight down your path. If you do, I'm sure. Seems this is it for me. Naruto, I believe you, of all people, can.
Wait, why do you keep saying... Wait, why do you and Gaara keep talking about Clay? Are you related to the Chia? You can't be serious, Naruto. No one ever told you about your... Fuck. Ken. Always drop when they were about to say something important.
What happened?
Nagato's jutsu was activated. Right now, the people of the Hidden Leaf Village are beginning to breathe again.
I see.
Nagato didn't have this option before. But this boy wrenched his heart open. That stubborn heart. This mysterious child has changed Nagato.
So, what are you gonna do? I'd hate to think you're going back to the Akatsuki.
I'm leaving the Akatsuki. There's nothing to keep me there now. Nagato's dream, Jiraiya Sensei's dream. Since both of their dreams have been passed on to you, you now embody them. Because Nagato was willing to believe in you, I will believe in you as well. We of the Hidden Rain Village shall chase their dreams together with you.
The guts to never give up, and pain. Those are the things I've inherited from my teacher and my brother in training. I'll continue everyone's will and walk straight ahead. You'll see. That's what I've done, and that's what I'll do.
This time, I pray that you will be the blossom of hope that never wilts.
Right. Just you watch, Prolly Sage.
Oh yeah, he's tired. Hey, Kakashi, what's up?
Hey,
Kakashi-sensei.
good job.
Everyone's...
Hey, Naruto! We knew you could do it!
There is no way that whole crowd was so silent.
Way to go,
Naruto!
Thank you.
Welcome home!
They've all been awaiting your return.
Everyone.
The first time this boy was hailed as a hero.
You've really grown.
Jiraiya really did get help. He really did, man. Like, I know what they were doing. They couldn't just, like, bring him back and undo it, but, like, damn. Just enough time to get everybody else, and Jiraiya's left out to fucking dry.
You were amazing. Who would have thought, huh?
I believed in you, Naruto!
Ow. Don't push.
That is Naruto for you!
I'm so glad, Naruto!
Sakura.
Oh, left out the soak. Ah.
You really haven't changed at all. You're always being reckless!
I look like the human Titanic. No.
I'm sorry, but listen.
Idiot.
Huh?
Naruto, thank you.
Hinata, if you don't get that snake off your man.
Okay, it is a victory celebration! Let us toss Naruto into the air! Hey, great idea!
You don't
That's
have to
what
do
I'm
that
saying.
What are you being modest
Like
for?
a snake
That's not
slithering
like
up
you.
your boy's arm, and what? You just stand off to the side? Girl, you done admitted all your feelings in the middle of a crater. At this point, he knows how you feel. Also, the villagers got some arm strength to send that boy that high. That is at least 20 feet in the air. That boy's getting more airtime than he does with his shadow clones.
Third Hokage. Fourth Hokage. Today I see before me a hero.
Yeah, Jiraiya would have just died again because he was at the bottom of the damn ocean. You know what? Fair. At the same time, damn. That would be fucked up if he did bring him back only to have him drown. Naruto just standing there by that tree. And that's the end of the series. That's where some people wish it ended. But, there was a couple more arcs. It's not like the 4th grade Ninja War is, like, inherently bad, but, like, from this point on, the story definitely lost what it was supposed to be. And just started getting to prophetic bullshit, and that did not help the narrative, or at least what was supposed to be the main narrative. Tony Oliver. That reminds me of somebody else who starts with a T. And then we got aliens. Yeah, I forgot. Fucking Akatsu. Forgot there were aliens, instead of just, you know, stopping it at the fact that, oh yeah, here's the god of chakra and sealing her away, and there we go. Now we just had to go to space and then get the series canceled. Is the manga for Boruto even still going? To be honest, I feel like the start of Shippuden is where it started to lose what it was supposed to be. It is? Really? Huh. honestly, that's fair. Shippuden is kind of where, like, the whole ideology of, like, hard work kind of pivoted. And when you threw in the whole idea of, like, oh, well, you're the reincarnations of these two rivaling brothers who are demigods, and just kept it going through the cycles, like, alright, well, so much for hard work pays off, right? And then Neji got iced, and from there it was just like, oh, okay, so Neji was right all along. Naruto was a liar. He was lying to himself. Yeah, I know that's a point where he could challenge his ideology, but damn, retroactively it really fucks up a lot. I wanted to go use the bathroom, but, like, considering they're doing stuff like this for the credits to make it worth watching. The art of making watchable credits is dry as cosplay go fish. Silence. Silence. Every time you make a Jiraiya joke, my brain just cuts to that one image of him hitting the water. It's just the splash every time. Not even like him sinking, just the splash. Oh, Jiraiya's silent, alright. Boy, don't make me walk over there. Don't make me walk over there. This motherfucker. Splash got that magic shits. This man. Ain't no way I'm getting cold.
Well then, if I can't find the solution myself, shall I pass the quest on to you?
You'll find the answer. I believe in you.
I think I shall believe in you, Naruto Uzumaki.
I swear
I don't know
my
how
phone
long
number
it'll
has
take,
impeccable timing of when it
but
comes.
I'm gonna find that answer for you. I swear.
If I start turning my phone to do not disturb, I'm gonna hear nothing but complaints.
It'll be good to know you're looking out for me. Rest easy now, okay? And
Naruto!
huh?
We're leaving!
I came from the right side. That is
Is it
weird.
that late already?
Come on, hurry up!
It's weird to hear
Hey,
from
wait!
the right
I'm
side.
coming!
That boy's hoofing. Now he knows what it feels like to be a submarine. Shut the fuck up.
Give it your best.
Like how in early Naruto that someone doesn't have to be stronger than the other person to win. For example, Naruto himself turned into a shuriken against Zabuza. Yeah.
I'll be back.
I want to be deep in some bitches. Now he's deep in the ocean, bro. Chill the fuck out.
Naruto, are you even listening? We're gonna leave without you. I mean it.
What? Wait!
Honestly, what were you doing?
Oh, you know, just enjoying the scenery.
Huh? The scenery? That doesn't sound like you at all.
Sakura,
People
every
stop
so often,
passing your
even
diagnosis and quests off of me.
Scenery
Finish your
really
shift
is
before you
nice.
die.
Yeah, isn't it? When I look at that view, I feel, you know, sorta... wait, Sakura?
Okay, okay. Come on, or I'll leave you behind.
You kids sure are raring to go today, aren't you?
And so the winds of the era rose. Now, a new wind is taking shape. A new path full of infinite potential. The tale of Naruto Uzumaki begins now.
What are you doing talking to my dad? The fuck? Aren't you an orphan? Yeah. Talked to him before. When? Oh yeah, wait, you were all dead. Except for you, Sakura, you were just unconscious. Somehow. Completed the main scenario. Now accompany Naruto with new adventures in the world of Naruto Shippuden. Scenario, other events, curse dolls, shooting a certain person. If you got time, he'll bring the rhymes, yo. Okay, so they're kind of teasing Killer Bee. Kakashi's like, yes, he finally fucking knows. Now do the Dark Urge path for Naruto. I don't think they had one of those. I mean to walk past it. Hold on, how far is this? Okay, that perception is fucking with me. That is the main story for Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. We're not done yet, because as much as some people wish that the story ended with the Pain arc, well, even though we have everybody on the roster, except 3. Where are these 3 again? Well, 4 actually. All that time where Sasuke's in Cherokee and Naruto's the one that leaves the village. But yeah. That is the end of the story. We still have Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 to get to. And this is where I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of people say the story should have ended with the Pain arc, and it's understandable. Honestly, I do feel like the Pain arc kind of mirrors people's feelings about the Cell arc in DBZ. Like, it feels like a stopping place where it was supposed to stop, and then it kept going, and from there it was like, well, ain't this gonna be interesting? That's Ninja Storm 2. Now 3 comes into the picture. Should have ended with the Land of Waves arc. It should have just ended with that first. Kidding. Yeah, I know you are. Good lord. Imagine fucking after Zabuza and Haku is just, yeah, that's it. That's the show. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the waterfall. Would have been the shortest anime ever, honest to God, it would have been. It would have been one of the shortest shows of all goddamn time. It would have begged for more for years. I feel like if you did end it there, not even would, like, yes, people would beg for more, but a massive amount of them would just be like, yeah, no, like we like Naruto is just a really niche anime. Because as much as some people like, as much as some people enjoy it, it really wouldn't have reached. It still would have been better than Promised Neverland. Like, as much as a lot of people liked it, I don't think Naruto would have reached the heights it did if it wasn't for Shippuden up to the Pain arc. Like, yes, part 1 was very good, and, well, actually, no. Let me rephrase that. I want to say Sasuke Village Retrieval was where a lot, at least most of the memories of the show come back for me. At that point was where, and shooting exams, Christ. I feel like at that point is where the show like took off and really got a lot of people interested. Like, the Land of Waves definitely was a good arc. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I don't think that's where the show really took off from. But I could be wrong. I could very much be wrong. But I feel like Sasuke Retrieval arc was where it went from like, okay, this is interesting to, yeah, this show got it. I feel like Chunya's ends where it really skyrocketed. I could see that. I could see the opinion. I don't really have anything to go against it. I just feel like at that point in the first part, that's where it really like slammed its foot on the gas and just didn't let up. The Chunin exams, I feel like people look back on them mainly because it showcased a lot of the characters. That was like the character showcase of Naruto. Up until that point, you just had little bits and they knew each other. You had these guys on screen. But the Chunin exams where certain characters actually like found people that really loved them. That's where you found your favorite character and stuck with them. That's why so many people talk about Shikamaru, Lee, Kiba. That's where like all those people who keep saying, yo, I want this character to be relevant again come from. So I feel like that's something a lot of people look back fondly of. Land of Waves got people in the door, tuning exams got them to lock in and pay attention. I could see it. I could see it. Sorry. But I think that's gonna be it for tonight. And I just realized I did not change the category from Limbus. Whoops. I did not change the category. Whoops. Well, it's too late now. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. It is really appreciated. Where the fuck am I? Hello? Okay, apparently I disappeared into the void. That's it. I guess I was sent to the void then. Yeah, none of my models are coming up. Okay then. Phantom Cena. My models have stopped responding. No. Fucking hell. Alright. Well, we're gonna end here anyway, so if there's ever a time to have an issue, now is it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Time to switch to webcam. No. I disappeared into the void. It happens to the best of us. I don't want to hear myself. Who do we got? We got one person who is doing art. So, next Thursday, we are going to jump into Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. I need to adjust my model. Make sure it has this stage, the third stage, Sharingan for that. And also ditches the Akatsuki robes, because this is where it goes from Akatsuki to just plain on war. So, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching, hanging out, all that good stuff. IWTV, thank you for the raid talks. Thank you for the 5-stream streak. We are gonna get ready and go raid a friend of mine, a fellow VTuber, Asumisu. Right now she is doing a good bit of art. Just drawing a character really in multiple different like iterations. So we're gonna drop you guys off there. What song do we got? Sure, we'll end with this. Thank you for the water. Oh! The fuck? Fuck was that? And why did my model reappear for a split second? What the fuck? Wait a damn... Huh? Huh? The fuck? Okay, well that's Ninja Storm 3. Sorry, your visibility faded. Well, it didn't work. I'll see you guys tomorrow for DKW. See you then. Fuck.